Hey girl, I've been trying to make a video. I've been glitching the fuck out every which way. Um, so I know it's working. You see, we are smarter than this supercomputer. Everything man-made fucks up, okay? They can't recreate jack shit. You're not crazy, girl. You're just experiencing our supernatural powers we've had all along, and we're on loop, so remember your ancient DNA of who the fuck you are, and don't you worry. Here's what we need to do. We need to go outside at times and ground ourselves, which I need to do too, here and there. I try to here and there. And that's reality. You see, they're just trying to put this false reality where everybody looks like, comes out of the same fucking salon, all of them dress alike, they act alike, they say the same things, catchphrases from movies to this, that, and the other. Hell, we're all guilty of that. I mean, it's a fucking badass system that's got us. And they've had it for a long time. So even that video I put out about, stuff or whatever, yeah, no, it goes way the fuck deep. It's pretty fucking deep where you can walk away from the computer and things you look at outside. Like if you do go out in nature, have some random thoughts. Just think whatever the fuck you want. You can come back to the computer and your tech and you're gonna see different things that is just that you thought of. It's like you can't even have a fucking thought, even away from the technology. Now what we need to do is wear. I was wanting to wear. I tried making them too. Is Faraday mesh earplugs because that's how they're getting the frequencies mostly in us. But yeah, they can go through different ways. We should probably be wearing a Faraday mesh bodysuit, and it would have to be layered and tested, because there's some they sell out there and this, that, and the other, but the frequencies and the strength of it everywhere, I don't know. They're wanting to put 53,000 fucking 5G satellites above our heads, 200 to 300 miles up and all this. And, like everything they do, they're already in the process of, or did for the most part, and then we find out later, okay, and then they just slowly break it upon us, see how we react, right? Anyway, yeah, you're not crazy or nothing. I've been there, done that. I even tried checking into a mental place a long time ago, because I learned a lot of shit, and I was like, oh man, this is like back in, hell, I don't know, 15 or so years ago, maybe, I don't know, and they're like, nope. I'm like, because I said, please help me. I need to. I've lost my fucking mind. I'm crazy, and I need drugs. I've never done drugs or anything, but just please go ahead and drug me up or whatever. Anyway, they're like, no. Crazy people don't know they're crazy, and all this, that, and the other, and they, kind of kicked me out of there, and it sucked because I couldn't get help. And I don't know. The military, they'll go through doctors and everything and fucking have them do operations on people and this, that, and the other. So I got 3 steel rods in my back when there was different alternative medicines around the world that would have been holistic, that would have probably been better than me having 3 fucking steel rods in my back. I was born on an Air Force base. I was raised, around that shit a bit and all that. And my dad taught me anything, it's fucking strategy. So here we are. Our signs let us hear. Do not fear. Remember who the fuck y'all are. You got some powers beyond belief. And these people that, you can mind control or whatever, well, they're already, they're easy to mind control. When they give up their soul, they're a fucking empty shell. You can put a demon in them or anything, because that's what they do. That's what they're doing with the system and shit. They got everybody like, empty, give up their, and dependent, a crutch, to a walker, to a fucking wheelchair, or whatever. They got them in wheelchairs, that's for damn sure right about now. Actually laid up in bed, invalids, for the most part, because they have, here we are. And these experiences, like yesterday when I went up to Detroit and all, yeah, all I saw mainly was Chargers and Mustangs and shit. racing all around. And, and I found it ironic that you said that today, which is the next day, because I can prove it. I have a fucking receipt on some shit to prove that I went yesterday. And, and it's just, see, our minds are connected too. That's the other part that people forgot about that has been discovered before. They were wanting to do mind to mind, you know, the beehive. What is it? Yeah, is that what's called the hive mind? There you go. The beehive. They want us in a beehive working for the queen. Anyway, anything man-made is flawed. It's just us repeating history a little bit differently this time because, you know, the Great Flood accomplishment was great and all, but they want to do a super-duper fire or whatever, you know, because after all, it's really boils down to our will to destroy the world again. But see, their reality versus our reality of what is really reality that they've got everybody blinded to is, you know, how they're destroying nature and fucked up food and have everybody dependent on fucking these Dr. Jekylls and Hydes to all kinds of shit. And they're so easily led. You could put anybody on fucking the news, and next thing you know, they're getting recognized. You know, I saw you on the news. They remember that shit. Their you know, lives are being vicariously led through the scrying mirror, and you know, all this time is stolen from us. Not to mention our childhoods are stolen from us completely, and the parents. Because those few years of childhood and growing up are limited amount of years compared to being an adult. You know what I mean? Yeah, and so they've stolen a lot and got away with it because they have everybody so brainwashed and everything and easily controlled, and they gave up their souls and became empty shells and turned into Smiths really easily. Looking alike, talking alike. I mean, it's everywhere, and to fuck with this system and test it and do different things, you're learning, you know, you're relearning all your superpowers, okay? So all these experiences we're having with this glitching and all that, fucking it up, is for a reason. We're remembering our ancient DNA, and we've been on loop, and we're back again, and, yeah, because that ancient DNA record's within us. It's our bloodline and all this, which if, you know, they're trying to fuck up with the GMOs and this pollution and everything else, but nature has been crying out for help left and right because it's all fucking up. We're supposed to be stewards and all this, and we're all accountable, but yet all these people are passive. The masses letting the few. They're damn well fucking brainwashed because the few are getting away with it and continue to get away with it because everybody's, you know, they turn the other cheek and, oh, God will punish them later and all this stuff. You know, their man-made God. I mean, it's unfriggin' real. And when you know, it can be shocking, make you feel crazy, okay? I've been there. I know. A lot of us have been there. But we've been through some shit in life. So we jump back up, stand on the ground, you know, stand with both feet, with our Holy Grail cups held high, full, not half empty, not half full. But anyway, out in nature, got to go ground ourselves, got to keep grounding ourselves and remembering, especially during times when you feel crazy and the stuff being out of control, you know. Go reconnect with nature, go barefoot, you know, ground yourself. I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. So, here we are. Share your experiences. These are learning experiences for all of us. You've tested the system in different ways. I've tested the system in different ways. You know, we're all wakening up to our superpowers here and there, and it's real fucking deep, and we got a lot of superpowers, more than one fucking superpower. We can fucking multitask because we are, are stronger than any fucking supercomputer or any of that bullshit. So we know what reality is and can separate it from the bullshit. Everything out here is a lie, remember? We're like following our needle in the haystack that's like a tornado spinning around our ass, and they threw some other shiny bling bling needles in there trying to distract us, see? So, I think this is her, so I want to make sure it's her. Text me back. I did get it right. Ha ha. Anyway, fuck it up, y'all.